Yo, 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 what is going on, CoD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and today I got a hot one for you. We're going to be continuing this kind of part 2 migration status series, where the first part we told you what was the activity level of Kingdoms 27 through 90, which is the big batch that just got done with their migration as of reset last night. So we actually ended up going in where we pulled the data right before migration started to tell you what the activity status was for each of these kingdoms between 27 and 90. And then I went in about 30 minutes before the migration season ended, which was just before going into reset on the 3rd, where I went in and basically just looked at what was then the current activity status. So we're going to be showing you some cool before and afters. We'll talk about what the group pairings are. We'll tell you maybe about how many players ended up going to specific kingdoms, and then we'll show you the summary stats right at the end. So I'm pretty excited for this one. Strap in, here we go. So between 27, we're going to start with 27 through 90. I was going to kind of tee us up here. So, 27 through 30, right? So that's one group we have. When we go here, you can see normal, 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 and then you have normal, crowded, normal, normal. So remember, the part here is that normal is the lowest, right? You can't go lower than normal. So what this means is that what we anticipate is that normal's 350, active is 200 slots available, crowded has to be about 100, right? Is kind of what we're estimating. So if we're going off this estimation, that means about at least, 250 players ended up going from 27, 29, 30 combined, right? Could have been different numbers, but they ended up going to 31. So that's, to 28, excuse me. So again, just to kind of show you that one group. Next group we have is going to be 31, 33. So we'll even highlight this, right? So we'll go 31, 33, 39, 40 is what we have here. So for this one, maybe it'd actually be good to do this, like 31, 33, 39, 40. Can I do this right? 39, 40, there we go. So this will kind of show you the next group. So you have full, active, active. Essentially what we noticed now is 31 ended up having some people that left, right? So given that they have 100, given crowded, we estimate, like we said, is 100 active slots that you have available. We'd like to surmise that more than 100 left, right? Because if just 100 left, they would have to be right at the line for full, right? Like, let's say full means 1,000 players. They'd have to be at 1,001 or something, or right at 1,000, whatever that number is that classifies them as full. They lose the 100 players and go down to crowded. So that is kind of just a higher, it's a lower percentage of chance of that happening. So that's why we estimate more than 100 players left 31 because of that status designation. Now, 33 stayed full. They're still full. Active, but then you can see probably some people from 31 ended up going to 39. That, I think, is pretty transparent, along with maybe anyone else. Maybe some people left 33 and they went elsewhere. I would have to imagine that they might have went to 39 as well, just because 38 still has the active stuff. Doesn't mean no one went to 38, but just to kind of explain that. Okay, next group we have here is going to be 32, 34, and what do we have next? 46, 48. So we go 46, 48. And you can see here, full, crowded, active. So some people left 34, normal, and they probably went to 48, right? Normal, crowded. So they went up 2 statuses from active to crowded. So 48, ended up probably getting some people from 34, and who knows who else, right? So I would say kind of the winners as far as getting more activity for that group. Okay, next one we have here is going to be, what was that, 48? Next one's going to be 35, 36. Oops, hang on, let's do this. 35, 36, 41, and 44. So for this group, we have active, crowded, active. So I ended up having some people leave, right, from 36. We went 41 active, crowded. So again, you can kind of see where the changes are, right? So some people from 36 went to 41, 44 still active. Next group we have here is going to be 37, 38. What do I have? 37, 38, 42, 43. And we have active. So nothing really changed there. Next group will go 45. What do we have? 45, 47, 49, 50. So for this group, we have active normal, right? So I ended up losing some people here from 45. 48 went from active full, so they went up 2 spots, crowded all the way to full. active, active, and then 50 went from active, normal. So from this, we can kind of, once again, surmise that some people from 45 and 50 ended up going to 47, right? Maybe some people from 49 left. I'm sure other alliances, other kingdoms probably got some migrants here and there trickling in. But again, 47, that's pretty massive going from active to full, because we don't necessarily know but how much that is. However, what we can say is that because they were active, that means they had 200 spots available. So again, whether that's the full 200, so that's the thing. We don't know if the full 200 means full, but if it does, then that means they got exactly 200 players, right, that ended up going there. Okay, then we go to the next group, which is going to be 51. So now we're kind of going easier. 51, 54. Right, you can kind of see normal, normal, active, 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 normal. So they went down, normal, crowded. So 54, some people from 53 most likely went to 54, and maybe some others because they ended up going up 2 statuses. So that's a decent amount that they got there. Next group, 55 through 58, active, crowded, active, 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 normal. So some people from 57 ended up going to 55 because, again, they went up 2 statuses to crowded. I mean, that's a big chunk in my book. All right, next one here is going to be 59 through 62. Which is active, crowded, normal, active, active, normal, active, normal. So you ended up having a little bit of activity going to 60, but most of it went to 59 here, right, from 61 to 62. Next groups we have is 63 through 66, and we have active, normal, active, so they got a little bit of an increase, normal, normal, active, active, normal, active, right? So again, you can see here that the 63, 66 ended up being a little bit more of the winners here on that side, but not enough to where it really moved 65, right, going from active normal. But you can clearly tell that that probably some people from 64, 65 left, and they ended up going to 63, 66. Next group, 67 through 70, active, 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 crowded, active, active, normal, normal. So what this means to me is that maybe the chunk of people probably came from 70 to 68, but then you might have had a few from 67 to 69, but not enough to switch them from active to normal, right, based on the amount of people that may have left. Then we go from 71 to 74, excuse me, active, active, normal, normal, active, active, normal, normal. So again, everything's the same here. Nothing really changed. 75 through 78, active, normal, so they lost some players from 75. 76 ended up gaining. 77, 78 stayed the same. Then we get 79 through 82, active, 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 normal, active, crowded, active, active. So, again, a decent amount of people left 80, probably went over to 81, and then maybe some people from 79, 82 possibly went there, but again, not enough to switch them from active to normal. Then we go 83, 86. Active, crowded, normal, normal, active, normal. So some people from 85 left, went to 83 most likely. And then maybe some tricklings from 84 and 86 here and there, right, might have went as well, but not enough to at least move 86 from active to normal. They stayed. Last group, 87 through 90, active, normal. So some people left 87, maybe went to 90. 88, 89 remained the same. Even if people did leave, it wasn't enough to really move the needle that much. Then we get to our kind of summary stats here at the bottom. So we have before full 3-3. This is the big changer for me. 3 kingdoms, now 12 kingdoms, plus 9 kingdoms going from crowded, right? Now we have active statuses from 41 now to 29. So dropping, and then we have normal, it ended up increasing by 1 to 20. So for me, I think the big one is that more kingdoms went to crowded, so you're seeing more condension that's happening through the migration, but now we're going to have to kind of see what are they going to do with that, right? Will they potentially consider maybe doing hard merges for some of the lower active kingdoms, maybe after they've had enough time in the kingdom where maybe not a lot of people are coming in? So maybe if like they stay normal through like 2 or 3 migration seasons, maybe that could be something where they say, hey, okay, maybe we'll consider doing a hard merge with the kingdoms so that way they don't stay low activity too much. To me, that seems like that could potentially be a nice viable solution. Or maybe they just kind of give these people free migration teleports, and then, because the idea is you just don't want them kind of trickling in there by themselves, so to speak, unless you don't care about having a high number of dead kingdoms. I think there's pros and cons to it at the end of the day. Like one of the things people will say, well, if I'm a spender or if the kingdom's not that active, I'm just winning all the events. But to me, that's more of a minority. It's a really small isolated pool of people that really think of it that way. It's not really something that's going to benefit the majority, even in kind of low active kingdoms. So to me, I like the idea of where you either put a time period or you put like a 2 to 3 migration season window where if you stay normal through multiple seasons and you kind of fit that low activity criteria, maybe you look at other kingdoms that are similar to that and you do hard merges with them. I kind of like that idea. But again, that's just me. I'd love to know what you guys think along with the data that we shared. That, for me, is going to do it. As always, I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, I will catch you later.